tonight's episode is going to be about wood ornaments, how they can be beneficial,
and how they can be death traps.
Hello.
Hi.
Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about wood ornaments. They are very beneficial.
Yeah.
And oops.
Yeah, we had a little bit of an incident today.
Yes. But let's tell about what wood ornaments are and why they are beneficial.
Right. Okay, wood ornaments, a lot of people call them driftwood, but they're made of, you can have some made of different types of wood. They're usually weighted, so they sink to the bottom of the aquarium. And some fish use them for ruggage, I guess it's called. Mainly small designer plecos will do this.
Yeah, plecos tend to like the wood. You almost need to have some type of wood in. It's highly recommended to have some wood in your tank for the plecos, of any kind of plecos, but especially the smaller plecos.
Yeah, and then you also, every now and then you'll see the catfish, any type of catfish, rubbing against
them, yeah.
So,
and they do use it for dead scales and such like that. I've seen my other fish do that, so they are beneficial.
Yeah, natural wood ornaments, you definitely want at least one piece.
Just one, yeah, one piece.
I mean, you can usually get like even small, they're like reeds more than actual wood, but they're dried reeds that have holes in them that sink to the bottom, and that's even something like that in the corner is fine, but you do want to have some sort of natural wood.
Yeah, that is recommended. So we had every tank has some type of wood in it for us, and they all have different sizes, shapes, designs, things like that. But wood does eventually, it first gets waterlogged and sinks if you don't have a weight on it. Then it also warps over time and softens and gets holes in it.
Yeah, it deteriorates.
Yeah,
because it's a natural.
It's a natural thing. So we. I don't even know how to explain it. I was coming out here and I was sitting at on the couch and I glance over at the little baby goldfish, and I see this little orange ball kind of looking thing, and I'm like, what is that? One of the fish died. So I'm like, Shiva, get out here. I think there's a fish stuck. And yeah, we have video. We remembered video. Do we get bonus points for video? Ask Mr. Captions. We get bonus points.
Do we get bonus points for grabbing the camera before rescuing a fish?
Yes, yeah, because it was just funny. I was laughing. I laughed for a good 20 minutes afterwards.
Right.
He had managed, there was a hole that had warped through the wood, which we have
it right here. This piece of wood.
Yeah.
This hole
was much smaller. It was a little tiny.
Yeah, this piece of wood has deteriorated a lot. We've had it in the tank for years. It used to be a much smaller hole.
Little tiny hole, and it just over time.
Yeah, over time, and little bugger got caught right here.
Yeah, and it was just sticking up like it was hysterical.
Kind of looked like that.
And, looked like that. And so I had to pick the wood up and then push him down through, and it was just funny. It was just cute to me. I know that's horrible, but it can actually kill a fish. If I hadn't caught it relatively quickly, the fish would have died. It wouldn't have been able to sustain itself that very long in that position and or without moving or anything. So it would have been deadly.
Yeah, but like
just,
you can tell with this piece here, there are several holes that are developing
that were not there.
That were not there before. It just as the fish rub against it, they'll start knocking.
Right. And also, I think
softens up.
Yeah.
This wood here, I can scratch a hole in it. It's gotten so soft.
Right. So we did remove that and put a different piece of wood in there. It is very important to kind of watch your ornaments. Yeah. Make sure that over time, especially the things that are natural, like plants plants they can't really hurt them, but as far as they can't necessarily get stuck. Or they can't move in the plant, but the wood they definitely can. We learned that lesson today. This is the first time either one of us has ever seen that.
Yeah, we've never
I've seen them get stuck in ornaments, but never.
Well, we also have things like Yo-Yo, one of my loaches, has carved himself a piece of wood in their tank.
Right.
He's carved himself a little hidey hole in there.
Right.
And it gets bigger and bigger every year.
Right, but it's not.
He's building like a 3-bedroom mansion in that tree.
Right, but it's not. He can't get stuck.
But he can't get stuck because he's building it himself. Right. That one was not built itself by.
Yeah, that was just one of the baby goldfish. He still looks adorable. Poof, got stuck. I don't know how long he was there. I don't think very long. Yeah. Because you had probably checked on him before that, and I came out here just happened to notice it, and I was like, okay, that's not normal. But just kind of check your wood, because the wood does eventually get too soft, and eventually it will get holes. And some of the smaller fish generally are the ones that are going to get stuck. Like in my tank, I watch mine now because the guppies are very small and they can very easily get stuck in a hole because they constantly go into things that they don't belong in and get stuck. So my tank, I'm very careful with the ornaments I put in mine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go double check my wood, but my wood's a much smaller piece than that.
Right. Now, I've seen really porous wood that fish can get stuck in. I've had a Cory stuck in that it's really, really porous wood that has the holes where it gets soft and it kind of collapses in on itself, and I've had to break that and have to get a Cory out.
Right. So just kind of watch the wood. It is beneficial, but make sure when you pick it out, check the shape. Make sure there's no obvious big holes already.
Yeah.
And then every couple months kind of check it. Pull it out of the tank, take a look at it, make sure it doesn't have any weird holes, no fish can get stuck in, because fish can get stuck in just about anything.
Yes. Now I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to fix said hole, because I'm going to be doing this myself later. And that is, you can use like a wood filler to patch up your hole, and then you're going to want to get aquarium safe resin, which
we have a lot of.
Yeah, we have a lot of that, but basically you can get it in small containers. I get it in bulk, but you can get it in small containers. It's the same stuff that you see on the corners of your tank to kind of, where the glass is. It's basically an aquarium safe resin. It cures in about between 24 to 46 hours depending on the brand you use. But basically put wood filler in there and then cover it completely on both sides with the aquarium resin. Let it cure. Then you're good to go.
Yeah, because the wood's still good for the most part. Most of the wood's still good.
The piece is perfect.
And wood is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Just so you know, it's not a cheap ornament. It is, like I said, it is something we recommend you have in your tank, but it is expensive. So a lot of people don't have big pieces like that, and so it's worth fixing. It's just worth fixing.
Right.
So for us, but just kind of be careful. And if you have any questions, comments, like, subscribe, share below. What else we want to talk about with that?
Well,
I'm sure there's more.
Wood ornaments, and this is something I've noticed with like our tree ornaments, which are, our tree ornaments are basically wood branches that are attached to like stone to hold them down and they stand upright. Sometimes I put plants on them, like the devil's ivy to turn them into little trees. That's why I call them tree ornaments.
Right.
But you have to be careful with them because they can mildew. They can get fungus.
Right. Because they're not naturally submerged in water 24/7.
Right. So every now and then, it doesn't happen very often, but every now and then I'll notice that one of my wood trees will start getting a little bit, fuzzy, especially if it pops up from above the water surface. You'll start noticing it get a little fuzzy right where the water and the air meet. The best way that I've heard to get rid of that is to take the ornament out, wash it down, and boil it. Boil your ornament.
Right.
That'll kill off the fungus and whatnot, then let it dry, and then put it back into the aquarium, and it'll be good as new. The only other thing
I've never had that, so I can't really say anything on this one. I've never had that issue. So.
Yeah, I mean the only other thing you can do is just completely submerge the ornaments rather than let them go halfway up and halfway down. I let mine go halfway up, halfway down because that tank also has rope fish and they like getting up in the branches, poking their heads out, curious little buggers that they are, and they can breathe air. So that's why I have mine doing that. Some people might do it aesthetically too. They kind of can resemble mangroves. So if you do have wood ornaments that are having a bit sticking out from the surface, keep an eye on that for mildew. Just any type of fungus or rot, and just, if you do catch it, either cut it off and submerge your aquarium, or clean it and boil it and then let it dry, put it back in. Don't ever use anything like fungicides or anything like that.
Yeah, you can't use any kind of pesticide at all.
Because that will eventually get into your fish water and kill your fish.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. That would be bad.
The only other thing you could really do to try to kill that would be to submerge the ornament in a heavily salted water, but then you're going to have to wash it out with lots of fresh water really well first before putting it back in the tank.
Yeah, and like I said, I've never had one of those, so I can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I haven't had that issue.
I did the salt method just because I didn't have a bucket big enough to boil it, but now I've got a bucket for boiling if I ever need to.
Woohoo!
But either salt, which will kill damn near anything if you use enough of it. So really, really heavy salt concentrate put in there. Soak it for like a couple days. Take it out, wash it really, really, really.
When she says wash, she just means in clear water. By the way.
Yeah, in fresh water.
Not. Some people literal wash soap. Yeah, no soap. No. Just water.
Yeah,
just water.
You just want to get all that, as much of that salt out as possible.
Right. So, but yeah, if you have any comments, like, subscribe, share below. Talk about your wood ornaments. If you've had any fun issues with them, we'd love to hear it. Because this was a first for us, and we've had fish for a long time, and I've never run into that before.
Where fish got caught.
Where fish got stuck in the wood hole that was, created just from the age of the wood. It wasn't like an ornament that they got stuck in necessarily, but it was a piece of wood that.
Yeah, that's a whole other issue.
Yeah, that's a whole other issue. I think we have an episode on that.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, just kind of be careful. And wood ornaments are wonderful, but again, so like, subscribe, share, comment below. Again, I have my shirt on.
I don't.
Slacker.
I am.
Buy a shirt, buy some stuff.
Though.
No, whatever. Yeah, I know she has. Because we also have the Etsy shop now, and she was making a bunch of ornaments for that. So by all means, go check that out. I think we'll put the links below.
Yeah, the links are below, and it'll also be on screen in case you're casting to your television or something like I usually do. But yeah, we got new ornaments, we get new ones in all the time because I get ideas, and then Sandy comes and brings me ideas.
Yeah, I bring ideas, and then I help color, and just fun stuff.
Yeah,
I do the fun stuff, she does all the hard work.
Yeah, but we're really focused on keeping ornaments safe for the animals. So
absolutely.
So we do right now. It's a lot of artificial plant ornaments, cetaceans. They have all kinds of different bases to them, all kinds of different arrangements. It's kind of like the aquatic arrangements, version.
Yeah.
We are going to be getting into regular ornaments here, more of them soon. There's also a few little things here and there, some home decor items, and just things I was able to throw together. But
check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
Buy some stuff. We still do want to make Korana. We need help. Buy stuff.
Yes.
But
we also do custom work right there.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And if you have any weird custom thing that you'd really like Shiva to make, let her know.
Try to make.
Try to make, yeah. She'll let you know if she can't.
Yeah.
Or can.
Yeah.
She'll try.
Yeah.
But it'd be fun for her.
Lots of free time.
Yeah, not really anymore.
Not really
yeah,
anymore.
Not really anymore. But no, by all means, like, subscribe, share, comment, buy stuff. We love your comments. We love that you're liking our show. We're like that you're watching our show.
Yeah, tell your friends about us.
Tell your friends by all means. More is merrier.
Yeah.
In this case, more is good. Bigger is better. Guys, sorry. I couldn't stop. I couldn't. Yeah, sorry, we're almost done.
Yes, our adult fish show.
Yeah, it is an adult fish show.
It is an adult fish show.
Actually, there was like one child watching it. It was like, ooh, you don't want that kid to watch that show.
Yeah, it's like, can you play it on mute?
Yeah, especially when Sandy talks.
Yeah.
But no, again, if you have any questions about wood ornaments, that's a thing. If you want to buy anything, check out the two shops.
Yeah.
Any comments, we'd love to hear from you. All right. Night.
Night.